We're live.
Okay, thank you. So, we're back again after the break for the third match of this best of three series between the best of Vidya and the best of Creg. And see, what do you have to say about the last match, how it went in favor of BDTI?
Well, there are a number of things, solid teamwork, taking advantage of your kids, but above all, as a tiered player, I'd say the build on Craig's side was completely bad. They completely took out Vox out of the equation. They shouldn't have done that. Focus on Vox, take one person down, and then the other two comes.
So, we now know what happened on the second start. Looks like the players really want to go in to the second draft, and here we go.
Let's go.
The draft
Of the
begins.
third match and the final match. It's going to be the Snyder match, and let's see exactly what we get next. It's going to be battle.
Yeah.
I
think that instead of going for a certain comp, I think Craig should go for comfort picks, the things that they're good at. Because calculated comp doesn't always work. The Lyra comes through. Well, that's something. They couldn't make the Lyra work in the early game, so I think they should go for a Lyra lane with Crystal Power and a Weapon Power.
With the heroes, we could see a Black Feather coming out from Salman 007. We have seen him make good plays with this Black Feather. I've ranked this Black Feather before.
Moan is going Finn.
Okay, so this will pick Finn. That's a lot of sustain.
I think what they're saying is that you might want to try to run away, but you're not escaping this time. I think that's what Craig is trying to say.
Okay, so let's see what the second pick is, and it's going to be
a Ringo.
And will the Black Feather coming out, hopefully. And if it is a Black Feather,
I'm excited to see this, and the Black Feather comes through. And the last hero
is going to be.
Oh my! If I may interrupt, if they take a fortress,
and it's going to be carry Lyra,
I think so.
Interesting.
So is it going to carry Lyra? I don't think Rhyme is going to be a good choice. I really don't think Lyra is going to be a good choice. Fortress, yes.
Okay, so see Fortress.
So what they're trying to do is take the healing composition out of BDTI first, and then just focus on a single target and take them down first. I think they learned on their mistake, but we won't be able to tell until the match actually goes into that 6 or 8 minute mark. Then we can say that what they've learned and how they performed.
I think I am not sure. Who do you think got the better draft in between these two teams?
Personally, at a level, both teams have great advantages. Because if you think about it, Creg has that basic attack thing on their side. Fortress and Ringo go at a single target, bleeding, take him out quickly with the mortal strikes. On the other hand, BDT has more mobility, more sort of protection. They
have a disadvantage each.
This was a fair draw, from my opinion. On both sides.
But I just want to say how this Ringo is going to have a really difficult time.
And this is something that Craig does not want to do. If they lose their early game,
they give first blood within the first minute.
That was a bad thing. They should have stayed with Ringo.
Not the type of stuff they want against this Black Feather, who is going to start competing like a truck once he finishes. Let me just tell you one thing about what I think is mobility-wise is really superior of Creg. BDTI is that they can like completely bypass the pin. How exactly with the engage from Lyra coming in, even though it's carry Lyra, I think it might be an okay idea to just like focus on the Ringo and ride Bulwark up to him, and then you have the healing boost coming out from Lyra's Imperial Sigil as well as Arden's Vanguard. So that's going to be really difficult. It's going to be really difficult for actually protect their carry. As we know, naturally Blackfeather is quite a good counter to Ringo.
I completely agree with you and all. And I have to say, the game going into 2 minute mark, now that I think about it, I don't think they should have gone for Finn if they're going for Fortress. I mean, if they're going for Fortress, they're going to be relying on their speed, and Finn is not fast. That is what we know simply.
Yeah,
And
and
I think
you have like double boosts, and we see this Blackfeather already making these plays come out. I'm telling you, Salman is going to hit like a
and
truck.
the Fortress
And
is going down. For early fight, Fortress is going down. I think that Finn should have gone for the Iron Guard contract so the Ringo would have survived the lane just a bit better from his basic attack hits, because obviously even though Ringo is one hell of a laner, Lyra still has that range advantage, and she has that Arden for a quick escape. So Creg needs some sort of sustained laning capability. So I think the Iron Guard should have been a good item for Finn first.
Look at this harass coming out of Yttrium and NRN. And we will see Quibble come out. Does not land onto Yttrium though.
That's true.
The harass coming out of NRN. And the BDTI. They have this Iron Guard contract as well as those skills coming out of this Lyra. This is going to...
and that's the thing. NRN wasn't even afraid. He just went in front and punched Ringo. What does that say about them? They're completely confident about their laning capabilities. They are in no hurry. I mean, look at their health. They're actually in lower health than Creg, but they're still going in front and farming.
Creg is not being aggressive at all.
If I may interrupt, I actually played with Night Fury RJ early in the days, and he was a pretty decent jungler back then. I think he should have gone for jungle instead of roaming. But still, roaming is a very important position. I guess they didn't want to waste it with someone.
Night Fury is a decent Catherine roam, and Night Fury, a decent amount of damage will fall.
And the Finn's going down. Finn's going down.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
They're not afraid. They have no tension. They're not afraid. They know they have the heal. They know they have the mobility to escape from turret range. They just go in front and start hitting them on the face. They have no worries about this.
Even though if he saves his heal for himself, I think the Vanguard coming out of the Blackfeather, and later game when he has like 2 charges of close offensive which he can use like back to back, I think that's going to be the turning point. I think this Blackfeather pick has been a massive pick for DRGN and BDTI.
I think that the tipping point of this match is, of course, Blackfeather, and I think equal parts Fortress. And then they're going for it. And Lyra goes down.
This is the first kill for Crystal League. And they still want to harass MNR07, taking a lot of turret shots. Quibble lands on both.
I think they should be a bit more careful because they're not as mobile as BDTI. So, well, Night Fury RJ just spamming away at those A's, missing them. That's not a good thing.
And we see another... Okay, Salman inside, going in for Man on Moon. We see the heal coming out. Will he take him? Yes, he does. The ult. Will it take? No fountain coming out to get from. And we see. Oh, and
if I
actually managed to kill, but they falls against Quibble. So it's a 2 for 2.
It's a 2 for 2, but I mean, I think this match simply proved that Creg has the ability to turn team fights around very quickly with that Fortress and ultimate.
Night Fury will be really busy, but I don't think he can provide the feel late game unless he's like actually on his toes, and Aaron is completely on point with those Vanguards.
Completely, utterly fast. And still this, look at this.
Taking more damage. And
this is the thing, if I may stop, this is the thing, in the current meta, you cannot afford your lane to be empty or with a single person. Either it's the jungler or the roamer. Someone has to stay in the lane with the laner. Otherwise the laner is just going to get bullied to death.
Do you see what DRGN are doing? They're constantly forcing this, the jungle duo to come out of the jungle and actually fight. Now they're looking for a 2v3. This is not a good fight for Creg. Ultimate comes out for MR07. I still think this is not a good idea. He falls. Meron Moon just a bit too late to the team fight.
I think that fight had ended right when Fortress jumped on Lyra. Because you don't have your entire team in there, but they do. Why would you want to jump in a situation like that? That was a simple bad call right there.
And
Hook comes out.
You see a Rose offensive come out, and that is a beautiful gauntlet, completely landing stun on Meron Moon. And you see Blackfeather stacking Hot Drop, Windy, and NRN taking a load of damage, manages to get the fountain. It's a 2v1 trade, but Salman is in a world of pain right now.
That was a good kill. This Fortress isn't too bad, but this Fortress needs to time his ultimates correctly if he's going to turn the team fights around. Because as far as I'm concerned, Ringo is not going to be much of a help in this case. Because as you can see, in team fights, Ringo is simply forced to back off, leaving Fortress to fight alone in the fronts because Finn can't stay with Fortress. Finn won't be much of a help. Finn needs to stay with Ringo. So it's gonna be a 2 versus 1 situation on both ends. So what we need to hope is that Finn and Ringo can take down the Blackfeathers.
Going down the jungle, Fortress ultimate comes out. Salman going in onto MR07, Fountain being burnt onto and attacks. Oh, Atlas comes out, Yitrim, but it's just in time to help them secure the kill on Ringo. And we see that Creg taking a lot of damage from the Lyra, but still, he is just too
The Sings to... And Amber, did you see that? Did you see that? They don't care that the turret is there. They just go ahead and forward because they know they're getting the kill.
They know they have the hits. They know they have the vanguards on. They know they can just go on, grab the skills, and get out. Stop worrying. Did you see? Even the Fortress said to engage. No, don't get me wrong. Fortress is a very mobile hero with his A ability. It's a very good initiating tool for an entire team. But it is nothing compared to Lyra's speed boost with her heal. I mean, Fortress looked like a potato when he tried to chase Lyra.
Yes, absolutely. The thing is that Lyra's speed is on demand when you need it, but Fortress's just isn't. It's only there when he's with a teammate. And when he's not with a teammate, he's not doing anything. And I think in this match, the Fortress has the ability to turn team fights around. But he's going to need Ringo to come forward and fight. And for that, the Finn needs to land his quibbles correctly.
And another thing I want to show to you, like Lyra has finished Rogue, also finishing current and Rogue in mid, while Ringo has just picked up a sort of...
I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but did you see the gold difference? It's almost 3,000 at this point. Almost.
I mean, that is one tier 3 item. That is one sort of blade. So, I mean, if you could channel that gold onto the Creg, he'd be doing so much damage right now. And look at this Meron Moon already low.
I think Meron Bro should go for defense at this point because he simply cannot build any offensive items at this point. He needs the defense to survive. And as you can see right now, Meron Bro is afraid. He's staying at the waist, trying to stay safe. And the ultimate comes out.
Should not bother Yitrim much. And MNR07.
That was a bad
And here comes the gauntlet. Atlas. Meron Moon taking a lot of damage. Squibble lands on both. But in the 1v1, Salman 007 wins. Attack of the Pack comes out. Salman still going. He's hitting like a truck. Even though he gets shot Vanguard.
Not afraid. They have the heal. They have the Vanguard. They have that Rose. They have this game in the back.
They know what they're doing. We're seeing Salman really hitting like a truck with those heals and Vanguards coming out. There is no way you can take him down early at first in the team fight.
Well,
even though this is a CP, yeah, okay, go on.
Well, the 12 minutes mark is going on. At this point, I have to be bluntly honest. Ringo really can't do much in these team fights. I think Fortress should focus on supporting. I mean, Finn should focus on supporting Fortress at this point. Did you see in that past team fight when Ringo was being attacked by Blackfeather on the back? Fortress and Finn are at the front.
Near it.
Exactly, Fortress and Finn, if you listen to me, Fortress and Finn was in the front attacking Lyra, and that Lyra would have been dead easily with Fortress mortal wound. But they didn't pick up the kill. They went back, and that is what scrambled them. That is teamfight scrambling right there. They thought they needed to support Ringo, but Ringo was already dead at that point. They should have focused on Lyra.
I mean, Black percent of men on moon health.
Beautiful work. Lyra slows down the enemy. Blackfeather gives the chase. Arden goes for the Vanguard and the Gauntlet at the same time.
And that is a lot of damage. Did you see the damage out of the impact video coming out? Fortress forcing to back
Fortress
off.
almost died. If Blackfeather decided to jump, Fortress would have been dead at that point.
And if there was a Gauntlet, I'm surprised BDTI did not decide to take this fight.
I don't know why. If they took the Gauntlet, it would have been an easy team fight. Because they try to say play it safe at that point.
And the 12-minute mark, we saw them winning fights. Usually pro players call this 12-minute mark the magic minute. It's where things start to actually happen in the game, and so far we've seen...
I don't know about you. I don't know about you, man, but I don't think this is a magic minute for Creg. I mean, if you look, Salman already had that level advantage over Minor. Oh, I guess Minor came back.
No, I was talking in terms of BDTI, like, they're making the plays, and Yttrium gets...
This is what it did.
And Fountain already out from Finn. This is surprising. Atlas gets Atlas, and Yttrium still going hard, even though Attack of the Pack is out. Those mortal wounds are not doing anything against those hits. And that is a triple kill for Yttrium. He has been an amazing Lyra on this game.
He's an amazing carry. I played many games with him. He's one hell of a player, but I have to admit, I am really disappointed with the Fortress. I mean, when he used his True to the Tooth to jump, he should have activated his ultimate at that point so he can get the buff off of it. But he didn't. He decided to wait. That was a bad decision right there. Because why if Ringo isn't there? You need to do damage. You're the jungler.
Usually, if I ever play Fortress, I do not play much jungle Fortress, but usually when I'm roaming with them, I usually build the war trades. Like, what they need is a war trade.
Another bad decision from Fortress right here. You're attacking. You need to unleash your dogs in front of them.
And they pull the wrong target
versus one situation.
And Fountain not coming out yet. Fountain comes out, but it's
almost. Will it be enough? Will Yttrium go down? Yttrium's doing a one. Oh my God!
It pulls out a chick. It's almost as if it threw the sigil, mocking me on Moon that I don't need this sigil. I can kill you. 2 versus 1.
That just proves how smart Yttrium is. He just turned back, took his spot, decided where he wants to fight, took the fight to them, and they just came in. There's a fish is on
we call Yttrium the Vonsi of BDTI. He just goes in, no fear, just fight.
I don't think he's like Vonsi. I think he's more like Best Chuck NA or Iraqi Zora. I mean, laners of his capacity, you really don't see much of those.
No, but sometimes you should see him play in the jungle more often, like when you see him.
I've seen him already. He already beat me once in the jungle.
Oh yeah, I've seen him do a very good job, and his Kestrel jungle is just so massively strong that you'd regret going up against him.
I actually did a 1 versus 1 against him once against Kestrel. I died with 9-3. Other team fights going down again, as I see.
Alright. See this. The Gauntlet was used to separate the Ringo from the fight, and now it's a 1v1. Men on Moon getting chunked. Fortress falls first. This was a very bad force support according to me. It should have been gone much earlier in the fight.
anything, this match is
just
even
rush
more
base,
brutal
and
than the
that's
last
what they're
match.
supposed to do.
This is a really brutal match for Creg at this point, even more than the last one, because in the last one, at least they were trying to play it safe. But in this one, they're just completely out of position, and I think that's going to be the game.
That's game. Even
That's game right there.
you
That's
know
the
they're not
game.
coming out. They're just waiting, and that's it. Salman, being an absolute bully with this black feather, didn't let the ring of farm well easily, and well, we got to say Yitram's contribution was really good. Like, look at the build. He had 3 items when on Moon just finished his tornado trigger. He was nearly fully built with Men on Moon finished it.
Dude, just look at the build at this point. Yitram has five tier 3 items. Minimum only has 2 at this point.
That can tell you how
What
much
did I
gold
say?
difference they BDTI managed to create. I mean, it was so massive. I like the focus stick
And Ringo was defenseless.
Completely defenseless.
But what I believed was that they needed someone with a constant stun. Even though Finn was good, but he did not have the stun come out early on. Like, I believe a Catherine would have provided much more lockdown.
A Catherine or a Lance. A Lance would have been good too.
Yeah, a Lance
Finn just couldn't keep up.
as well. Unfortunately, this did not work out. They had a plan, but they did not manage to work out against BDTI. But I already knew when I saw the Gringo thing that Salman will be picking that black feather up.
Yeah, with Blackfeather so easy to take out laners like this. He had that Atlas, he had his breaking point and the Serpent's Mask going. He knew he's gonna win a 1-versus-1 fight against that Gringo.
And he had double boost coming out from the Imperial Sigils. Trust me, whenever the Imperial Sigils went down and he got boosted, he instantly got back. He did not get vanguarded. He did not get vanguarded as much as Laya did. Laya was getting vanguarded, but he just used the Sigils boost to get to the Gringo and, you know, separate him, isolate him, like, out of the fight, so that he does not get any fight help from the Finn, and 1v1 him, like, even under the turret, like, he just went in. He gave absolutely, he did not care. He just took him out, came back, but you'd see a slightly different strategy when it came to the late game when Morgan starts packing more of a punch. Instead, he used to harass the Ringo and then used to back off up to the fortress.
That's the thing. That's why I told you about mobility. At the last team fight, as you saw, Sama Bro did the same thing with the Ringo, just go up, isolate him, and kill him. But when he saw that Forces was causing trouble for Lara, he used both of his rules of fences and just came to.
Good game, Crystal Lake. Good game, BDTI. Hope you guys enjoyed my stream. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There will be more live streams of VainGlory, so stay tuned. Have a good night.